We returned to Summoner 2 and we're now going to be leaving our palace for good. Because we're going to be going on a very long journey to find this last remnant of a Tree of Eleh to heal it, and then complete the game. So now that we have a flying ship, let's go.
For days we wandered a wasteland of ice, a realm so remote it had no name. In a tumult of wind and snow, we sat down near a cave. Morbazan said that here we'd find a piece of the tree Lahara grew in the desert of 30 suns. I formed a small party to scout ahead and secure the cave. Only then would I send for the others.
Yeah, so these are the Eleh Caverns that we heard Morbazan mention a long time ago. Well, both Morbazan and Kroblis. We're going to be keeping with our superstar tag team.
I see the cave up ahead.
You shall mend the Tree of Eleh at last.
This place is most inhospitable.
Let's go. Stay together.
So straight off the bat, let's equip that overpowered armour and weaponry that we got in the last part. To begin with, we have an unseen shield. It's not too good, but it's a bit of an improvement. Then we have this saviour ring that gives us regeneration as well as loads of stats. We're going to be using that. You also gain this fire ring that again gives +2 to fire skill. I'll be having that. And here we have the prophet boots, which are basically just really overpowered and give us loads of great stuff. I mean, look at that improvement. That's ridiculous. We'll be using that. Also going to go with a +50 magic necklace, so our magic is going to be ridiculously powerful now. You can have the time war just because I don't want you to be slowed because you're awesome. And here we got the Namu Claymore, which gives us an extra 60 strength. That is 3 times as good as our current weapon. It's ridiculous. We're going to be using it. And then for Sangura, we're going to give her this next wheel that increases all of her stats by 10. That looks good for the time being. Let's go. Actually, let's also improve our skills while we're here. Won't take long, because I'm just going to go and put all these points into Discipline Fire. Now our fire spells are 100% more effective, which added to the other stuff that we have is going to be ridiculous. You can have more Gaudia combat so that you can now do some knockdown abilities. And with Sangura, we're going to go and start getting poison with her because we want to have 10 poison by the end of the game. So we may as well put those points in now. Did you see that damage? He just did 335. He would have one-shot that thing if I didn't already hurt it. Yep, 1541. That isn't overpowered in the slightest, when these things probably have less than 500 health. Also, you may have noticed Maya's HP just shot up over 100%. She's now got basically double the health she had before. And we're slowly going to be recovering it. The only problem we have is that our resistance to getting interrupted is still really low. So here we have another ship. Yeah, so there was an airship that came before us. So I wonder if we're going to find... and who else was mad enough to make this journey? But we can get a book. We're going to be using this book to gain another blessing from the Munari gods later. Let's kill that wolf. I think we missed. So there are scraps of metal here, and this means that we can now plant the final seeds that we had. Because these seeds say that it needs to be cold and there needs to be a lot of metal around. And then we're going to also use that dust that we got, which is going to be a fertilizer. There we go. All those quest updates we just got then is basically saying you have done all the things with the seeds, well done, go and continue the game. So we're going to be having to have a look and see if we can find whoever the survivors were from this airship. Because Morbazon mentioned he sold his airship, he didn't say that he came here himself. So that means somebody bought that airship from him and then came here. Now these enemies are some of the most annoying enemies in the game. Yep, it's now gone immune. However, I believe we can stop this with whirlwind. Indeed. Should it be stalagmites or stalactites? It means stalactites. That's what I said. No, you said some stalactites. There's no such thing as a stalactite. Can't believe I'm hearing this. Yep, come on guys. Go out of it. So the good thing that I learnt from reading a few guide things a while ago, because these guys are seriously annoying, is that whirlwind will go through all invulnerability things. Because these spiders like to go invulnerable and then they're really annoying to kill. Well, someone programmed that. I guess wanted to get their money's worth. So if you can't kill these guys in like one hit, then it's very likely that they're going to then be immune for like 20 seconds or something ridiculous like that. Oh, poor Wolfie. But we're dealing almost 3,000 damage to it. I mean, bosses don't even have this much health. Yeah, so apparently there's a fireplace around here. And fire would mean that someone's living here, who hopefully was in that airship. That green wolf eye is going to be used with that book to get a blessing from the goddess of ice, which will increase Torgus's magic resistance by 40. Huh, that's weird. We'll be finding out what that growth is all about in a bit, because that growth is all over here. Yeah, we're just spamming fire ammo because we can. Or at least we would be until we got silenced. Great. Look at this. Look how annoying this is to deal with. Torgus, can you deal with this for us? Thank you. Yep, these are some of the worst enemies in the entire game, because seriously, why would you program this? Like, why would you program that? I just do not know. What was their method of thinking? Let's just make the most annoying enemies we can possibly imagine. Anyway, let's go have a look at this campfire. Or at least we would have done if someone didn't get into a fight. Come on, guys. Huh, so someone is definitely living here. Well, let's loot the place. Yeah, so whoever came here came through Munari City, so this must have been Morbazon's ship.
And here I thought thieves would be the least of my worries.
Who are you?
I'd ask the same of you.
I am Queen Maya of Halasar.
And I am Yago of Iona.
You can read the language of gods.
Curse more than a gift, I fear.
What are you doing here?
I'm searching for my daughter, Rosalind.
So is the Empress. Her messenger came to Halasar.
That was no messenger, but the Empress herself. She has yet to learn that one must sit on a throne to rule.
Is your daughter here?
No. My journey has led me to this place.
Where are the others?
Our airship crashed in a storm.
Did anyone else survive?
Yes, but they perished in the Tree of Eleh.
We might be able to help each other.
I would be delighted. Follow me, Your Grace. There's something I must show you.
So Yago was an awesome dude. He was also from the first Summoner game. He's one of the few things that is consistent with that game.
On the other side lies the Tree of Eleh. I cast this barrier to keep the beasties away.
If Eleh was destroyed, how can we travel through it?
Eleh was shattered, not destroyed. If it were, we would not exist. These strands of Aosi hold our universe together.
Do you mean these giant roots?
No, they're not roots. They're the threads from which time and matter are woven.
But Aosi is a language of runes.
Aosi takes many forms. None is the true form, however.
I have the power to become Aosi. I'm learning the runes of the Eleh seed.
Then it's no coincidence we found each other. Shall I dispel the barrier?
Not quite yet.
I shall wait here for you.
Thanks, Yago. Basically put, as soon as we say that we're ready to go in, that's going to be the end of this section of the game, and there is no turning back. So you have to have done every single side quest you want to do at this point. And many of the side quests you cannot go back and do later in the game, like planting the seeds must be planted before you go into the Tree of Eleh. Because we want to continue looting your place if you don't mind, mate. Let's see if there's anything else we can loot. Nope, think that's it. Okay. So there are a few more things that we want to do. Let's have a look at the map. Yeah, it looks like there's a place we can go down there. And now that we've learnt about it, Maya now recognises these as Aosi, where before she just thought there were some weird roots. So I'm not precisely sure whether Yago is the playable character that I remember from the first game. So I think he had a different name, he may have changed his name, or I may have just been remembering completely incorrectly because I found that game boring. But he's at least related to people from the first game, if not actually from it itself. But like I said, this game, it basically takes liberties from the first game. God damn it, these enemies are so annoying. Look at this! Like, I did one attack and he went invulnerable. Who would design this? I know that I've asked that question already, but I will not stop banging on about this point. Someone designed these enemies to be like this. Somebody had a job, which they got paid to do, which was to design this enemy that acts like this. And then people playtested it, and nobody called it out on being bullshit. Like, come on. We got silence, but luckily silence doesn't stop us from doing moves from our combat trees. It just stops us doing spells. I should probably not use my MP on random dudes, because I'm going to need it for these spiders. Ah. So these guys are all his dudes who died. So yeah, he came from Medivh with all those dudes, just like the Empress did. Is there anything else I can take here? I don't think so. Nope, okay. We're just going to explore the caverns a little bit, because there's a couple of more things that we could get from these caverns. Oh, actually, I was wrong about the green eye being used for a gift to the goddess. It was actually, that's used as a poison ingredient. There's another thing we get from these tusk wolves that's used for the goddess thing. Ah, more spiders. Get lost. Get lost again. Let's guzzle an action potion so that we can tell more things to get lost. Yeah, Torgus is just a beast for this place because he allows you to ignore the fact of how annoying these enemies are to deal with. These icicle scrolls are pretty good. If I ever find myself struggling to kill something, I might just throw a few around since I'm picking up so many of them. How deep is this crevasse? I cannot see the bottom. Well, if you remember the previous side quest, we can throw down this fake crown down here to destroy it. The crown vanished into the darkness. Because the tome mentioned that the only way to destroy the crown was to throw it down into a chasm that reaches down to the center of the earth. This place probably reaches there. More icicles falling because someone designed it, so we're going to show it. This place just has a lot of like really pointless cutscenes in it. Like the time when that one spider got killed by an icicle. It's like, okay. Wait, we get another level. You know what, you can now have Power Blow. I don't think the AI will ever use it though, but if we ever end up using him ourselves, we can make some use out of it. Let's go and find something to kill. Nope, we got interrupted. Come on, wolf. Damn it! I keep getting interrupted. I want to do a stupidly overpowered move. This is annoying. Come on. Stop interrupting me when I'm trying to show off. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's still less damage than Maya's doing with her fire arrows, though. Yeah, so at this point in the game, I'm just going to end up using Maya purely as a fire caster. And occasionally healing. Because now that she has that plus 50 fire, plus 50 magic thing, she's basically just going to be a beast now with magic. Yeah, these wolves must be starving, which is probably why they're actually trying to kill me. Rather than, you know, running away because I'm literally burning them all alive with fire arrows. Can I one-shot you? Yep, I just one-shot the mini-boss. There we go, we got a Tusk Wolf pelt. So that's going to be the thing that we're going to give to one of those goddesses. Oh, look how weak her normal attack is. Time for fire arrows. Yeah, those wolves didn't really understand the premise of not killing everything that you want to eat, otherwise there won't be anything left to breed to make more things to eat. You silly things. Let's burn more of you alive. Yeah, we should not have this gear that we have at the moment. Like that 50 magic increase, we should not be using that, and we should not have this 3 times as powerful sword for Torgus either. And then we get silenced, which is just annoying. I'm so glad that I found out that whirlwind will break through invulnerability, because I was really dreading coming to this place because it's just annoying to deal with those spiders. I think we've done everything here now. So here's the Tree of Eleh, we're not going to go in. Not yet. So we're just going to go and deal with it. Wait a second, is there a collectible over here? I almost missed that. No, there isn't. I could come all the way over here, but you haven't hit a treasure chest here. Come on, that's basic game design. Put a treasure chest there. Give me something to find, you jerks. Well, I'm going to go and quickly do a couple of side quests, and then we're going to go and talk to Yago, lower that barrier, and then we're going to go into the Tree of Eleh. And we're going to be leaving this place behind. And it's time again for extra bonus credit side quest time. So there's this thing in the distance that reminds me a lot of the type of environment you would see in something like Abe's Odyssey or Abe's Exodus. So I thought I'd add that. And here we go and talk to the follower of the goddess, and she's doing fine now. She's also got a shrine down there that we can go and see, but we can't offer anything to it. And this guy is an actual bounty hunter who's talking about the fact he caught those two people who swindled us for trying to say that they were going to overthrow Azraman rather. And he's saying that they're now in Indubar. And before we leave this place, we're going to go and quickly talk to our mate here who's been backstabbing us. And once again, he just says that he hopes our friendship endures forever because he's awesome. And here we go and confront those people who took all our money. And basically, they're going to give us hints to the fact of a new treasure that we're going to leech out of them. And they're basically saying that on the Isle of Tiamora, underneath one of the statues, is a buried gem that they were going to go and get. So we can go and get that instead of them. So over here, buried underneath this Ramses guy, is the Urbani stone, which is a gem that was stolen from Azraman. And that's what the broken ship on this island was actually carrying originally. And here we go back to offer our sacrifices to get the resist cold plus 40 with the wolf tusk, whatever it's called. And here we can finally go and see our new mate who's working with us. And he is one of the best ways to get money in the game. As you can see, we just got over 50,000 gold from him. We're going to have a lot of money the next time we come there. And here we're just going through the stuff we can buy. He's got some pretty decent stuff, but to be honest, it's all kind of useless. The main reason you want him is just because of the fact that he can give you all that money for you. But like I said, we don't need to worry about money. Because even with this guy, we would still be really low on money for stuff we actually want in the game. So I just wanted to get rid of all that problem straight off the bat. And here we can just have a look through our stores. Because this is now our store, because we're his partner. There's sadly nothing to actually collect here, it's just some flavor text stuff. So we're completing all the side quests here basically. There are a couple of more things we can do, like we can create more poisons now, we can give a few items to some people, but all of these things we can do more of later into the game. So I'm just going to go and do them all in one go later on instead, so we don't have to go and backtrack even more for it. Because we're not going to actually use any of that stuff at the moment anyway. So there wouldn't really be any benefit for wasting the time going back there now. And here's the best. Someone ordered all these skeletons. Who would order all these skeletons? Whatever. So this is just basically our store. It's awesome because it's our store. And we get loads of money from it. And the guy will also give us better prices if we sell stuff to him. But like I said, gold's no longer an issue to us. And here we can go and talk to the Grebo guy who we saved, who had died already, in the Adytum of the Unseen. And he's given us some of this spirit vellum that we can give to a guy in Indubar, but like I said, we're not going to bother with that yet because there's 2 more pieces we can give to him later, so we may as well do it all later. And finally, the morning song. Dirge sung at the funeral of Queen Selgar, and caught wept for 11 days and nights. Shh. And he didn't even need to actually play the instrument. He didn't have it in his mouth. Well done. Okay, so at this point we've effectively 100%ed the game up to this point. All the side quests have been done unless there's an extra few stages to do later, in which case I'll finish them off all in one go later on. So at this point we have saved the game, which is very important because there is no going back once we've talked to Yago here.
On the other side lies the Tree of Eleh. Shall I dispel the barrier?
Once we select this, we are in the second half of the game and there is literally no way to get back. So you need to have a backup save just in case you're not prepared, even though you think you're prepared. It's better just have that backup save just in case. So, without any further ado, let's go and mend the Tree of Eleh. The barrier's down. Let's go.
sent for the others waiting on the ship, and we crossed the threshold together. I can't explain what happened next. I fell as if through a vortex, spinning through boundless space. When I opened my eyes, the caverns had vanished, and so had my friends. Krobulus and I were alone. The air surged with a wild energy, alive and horrifying. We had entered a place we were never meant to be.